Hey guys, we're in Kalahari right now, but in Round Rock. But anyways, we are in Kalahari right now, and we are going to give you our honest opinion on the park. First off, the water slides. Honestly, there is just a lot. I am not kidding, guys. There is a lot. We have the Stingray, which, oh boy, I cannot remember everything straight. Daddy might need to memorize it.
What do you want?
What about the Stingray?
So the Stingray is a 4-person.
They got a family slide.
Yep, it's a 4-person family slide. It can be either 2 or 4 people. There are scales before you go.
Yeah.
You have to weigh individually, and then you can weigh. Then everybody weighs together. So the weight limit is 250 pounds. So keep that in mind. But it is very exciting. It starts out pretty tame, and then all of a sudden there's a big drop, and there's a big wall that you shoot up, and then you come back down. It doesn't take very long to get through the ride, but it is wild.
Yeah, it's like you get like a roller coaster that's in the water. It's like that. But anyways, then there was the Berlin baboon. Where do I begin? First up, it reminded me of the gray wolf one, but where there's like three balls. Which, speaking of balls, we have the smoke that thunders, and first it started like boresome, but then you get to like a huge dome. It might be one of the biggest domes I have ever been in a water slide.
Yep.
Then we have the screaming hyena, and I don't know where to begin. That
Screaming hyena is on probably what I would call an 60-degree drop. You're pretty much dropping straight down, about as straight down as you can, and you go fast, quick.
But if you don't want any water like that, and you are still on that floor, there's another one which is the Sahara Sidewinder. But I haven't went on that because it was too dangerous for me. But Daddy went on it, so let Daddy explain.
All right, so the Sahara Sidewinder is a trap door, which I was really excited about because we had never been on a trap door slide before. It's pretty basic to your trap door slides. They put you in an enclosure, and then it counts down 3, 2, 1, and it drops you. Where it was surprising for me is I thought it was going to be like the Screaming Hyena, and it was going to go straight down, but it actually loops around, and the entire time you're going down, there's water splashing in your face. So if you're not prepared for that, and you don't take a deep breath beforehand, it can be kind of overwhelming. But if you get to that 1 count, and then you take a big breath, and then you hold your breath, it's not so bad. It's actually pretty fun.
But if you're hot, like you're very, very hot, and if you need water splashing your face, then that could be a good thing to cool you off.
True.
Anyways, the other one we have is a cheetah racers, which I have never seen any slide like that ever. And because you have to get to like these rafts where I can't really explain much about the slide.
So the cheetah racers is they're kind of like foam blankets, and there's 4 different slides that are all right next to each other, and when everybody's ready to go, there's a countdown, just kind of like imagine like a NASCAR race. It's do 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 boop. When they make that boop, then everybody goes down. Each one has a full 180-degree loop, and then when you get to the bottom where you come out of the enclosure, you go up a hill, down a hill, and then you're on the straight and narrow, and there's kind of a bump, but a lot of water. And the other cool thing about it is it actually has a timer that will tell you who won the race. So that's fun. Grayson's been enjoying the fact that he has been beating Dad every time we've gone down it. So, but we still got 3 days left, so I still have a chance to beat him.
In your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, then there is the Wild and Wildebeest, and it was a very interesting one. I'm pretty shocked that I don't really know how to explain this Wild Wildebeest.
Of the 4-seater rides, which there's 4 of them all together, the Wild Wildebeest, which is right next to the Smoke That Thunders, it is pretty basic compared to the other ones. There's no special gimmicks in that one. You're gonna see in the other ones.
Whoa! There was a gimmick where you like whoosh, where there's this disc thing right there.
Yeah, so there's these disc things that when you first see them, there's a few rides that have them. You look at them from downstairs, and it looks like you're going to be going in like a swirl. And the more I look at them, I think the point of those is just to help you do a sharper turn and make it safe, but you don't actually go into those discs at all. So that's kind of disappointing, but other than those sharp turns, the Wild Wildebeest is probably the tamer of the 4-seater rides. And that one you can have 2, 3, or 4 people.
Then another one was the Zigzag Zebra, and that was nuts. I mean, it's like a basic water slide, but instead of you going to like a little concrete thing, you go like straight to a pool.
That one, so if you've been on the rides before, those are non-raft rides, single riders. I've noticed the single rider rides here are probably faster than any of the other water parks we've been at.
Yeah, like Great Wolf, Grand Country, Disney World, everything.
I will warn the dads and the older teenagers and adults that you do kind of have to find the sweet spot of how to set up your arms and everything else, because it can do a number on your shoulder blades after you go down it a few times. But I'm right there on that cusp of 250, so I'm a little heavier, so lighter folks might not have the same issue, but just a fair warning, it can do a number on your back.
Yeah, that. Then if you didn't want to do the Zigzag Zebra, there's another one that's on that floor, which is the Terrace Twister. I did not go on that one because it was too deep for me, but Daddy went, so that you go.
So there's 3 slides total that drop into 7 foot or deeper water, and so the Twister one, which is the Tasmanian Twister or something like that, it is one. The gimmick is at the very end you have kind of what I call a toilet bowl effect. You just go into a big bowl and you kind of go round and around, and then there's a big hole that you drop through into 7 foot water. So they do warn you before you go on it that you have to be a strong swimmer. They verify that you are a strong swimmer before you go on it. But it can be pretty scary going down that one, because as you're getting ready to drop into the hole, you kind of have this fear in the back of your mind you're going to hit your head. I didn't hit my head. My niece hit her head. Not super serious, but yeah, that one goes into 7 foot water. It was fun, but not one that I am just itching to go on again. And then there is dueling slides. It's something dungeon. I wish I could remember the actual name, but
wait a minute. We never been on that one.
I went on that one.
What? You didn't tell me.
Yeah, I went on that one when you went up with Logan and Olivia to go on the Stingray.
Oh.
Yeah. So that one, probably the coolest part of that, honestly, is the walk up. You're kind of walking through like a cave. So there is a little bit of, I guess, scenery on the way up to it. But there's 2 slides. They both drop off right below or at the same exit point. And when you get to the bottom, there is probably a 4 or 5 foot drop into 9 foot water. So again, they do require you to let them know that you're a strong swimmer before you go on it. But it's pretty fun. I'd go on that one again.
Yeah, that's those slides. I've never went on them, but they reminded me of some slides like that. Do you remember like the Mahana water park? There was like that slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that definitely reminded me of that. Then there's like other slides like the Tuscan corkscrew, which are very interesting. Which is a very interesting slide. Like I don't really know how to begin with this slide, so come on, Dad.
So altogether, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rides that require rafts that you actually have to carry upstairs with you, either single or double rafts. The first one that you were talking about, what was that again?
The Kenya corkscrew.
Yeah, the Kenyan corkscrew. That one is pretty basic, if I remember right. I think there's some more of those discs on the outside that make you think you're going to go around them, but you don't. And then there's the Rippling Rhino, which I actually didn't go on the Rippling Rhino. You went on the Rippling Rhino, but I didn't, so you'll have to do the review on that one, buddy.
It's kind of the same thing like the Kenya corkscrew, but the slide is like purple. So if you're like a fan of purple and you love rhinos and you like water slides, I recommend you go there when you head to Round Rock. If you do. There's also there's a trolley swirl which we were very surprised about. Like you might think this is like a basic water slide but apparently there's like a toilet thing where you have to go whoosh it, whoosh it, whoosh it, get to the hole and just continue the ride. We thought that was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably my favorite one of the 1 and 2 seater tubes.
Then we have the Serengeti.
Mm-hmm. The Serengeti spinner.
Yeah, I think that's that. It's like the Wild Wildebeest, but smaller and purple.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, not much to talk about there. Other sides.
I think that's about it.
Well, there's other sites that other people could go to. Like there's some in the jungle gym thing, but I'm a little too old for those. So yeah, if you have little kids watching, they look pretty fun. So.
Yeah. So the jungle gym. So if you're experienced with Great Wolf like we are, the jungle gym rides at Great Wolf don't have any height or weight restrictions on them. So anybody can go down them. Adults, Grace and I can both go down them still.
Yeah.
But at Kalahari, just to be prepared before when you're going on your trip, the Kalahari, it does have a 200-pound weight restriction for the slides and 54 inches. Which, to put that in perspective, Grayson is pretty average sized for his age, and he is too tall to go on those. So it's not like Great Wolf or some of the other places that have those jungle gyms. The slides are more made for not little kids, but probably your elementary school age kids.
Yeah, like I'm in middle school. Anyways, then you also have like the like a little, if you have like babies, there's like a little aquatic section where there's like tiny little water slides. And there was like an aquatic thing. There was like fishes and stuff. Not real fish, just concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think there's that sand that's in there, it's not. It's just concrete.
Yep.
But anyways, there's an outdoor pool. There's also a lazy river. There's a water park for little kids. There's many more. Then we have the other stuff. Then there's like Tom Furley, and there's like an arcade. There's not just games like claws machines, like games, VR, or anything. There's actually roller coasters, a balcony thing, and you ready for this? Like a down thing, and those were crazy rides. I was nervous on the first time I go to both of those. But then they turn out to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Other things, we did went to some. Now we did went to some stores when we were gone. Like So let me start with Walmart. We really had found, like, let's start with the Walmart. Well, the most I shopped was Walmart, and that was a very successful thing for me. Like, I will do like toy reviews on those things, so I could tell you more about them. But seriously, they're all like everything is like rebirth stuff. I did got the Minecraft movie on 4K, and I also reviewed the Minecraft movie. So if you haven't seen it, please check it now because it's my lowest viewed one, and that really breaks my heart because there's like a lot of people who wanted me to watch and review this.
Well, it's okay though.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But anyways, we did went to McDonald's. If you're looking for toys in for Elio, but you can't find it like in stores, McDonald's has got your back, because they released like some like launching things, where I got Ambassador Cuesta, but I'm pretty excited. I've heard the Elio movie is a box office bomb, and I'm seeing it on July 1, so I'll have to find out and see how this movie goes, because last year's Pixar movie was a great one.
And there's some pretty good restaurant options in the hotel though, right?
Yeah, they are. There's like an ice cream shop, a mac and cheese shop. Like, there's just a lot of restaurants. I don't know where to begin, but there's just a lot. For for bedrooms, there was like I believe 11 floors. There was 11 floors. Like for bedrooms, like there's some king size ones. But why I'm here is a suite.
A suite.
A suite. Where one bed, 2 queen beds are for me, mom, and dad. Another one is for my grandpa, and Olivia, Logan, and Elisa are in the other rooms. But anyways, other things. But anyways, if you're getting like some microwave stuff, you better get ready because the microwaves aren't, because it's very hard to get the microwaves. They get stuff out of the microwaves. Now we're not done.
I know. There
is one thing we noticed in our bathroom. There's like the drain. One time it got pulled off, which we were very nervous about, but we got fixed. So if you have that kind of problem, just do it like we did in your like your house, your hotel, or anything. Just make sure to do that. If you're watching freeform on your TVs, they don't have that unless if you're in a different room, because our room does not have that. So, but anyways, that is pretty much it. So that is our review on Kalahari, and so let's conclude this one. And this was a pretty crazy trip. I mean, our trip is not done yet. We got like about how many more days?
We have 3 days left after today.
Yeah, 3 more days. So we're gonna have to. Now, if you think I'm gonna go again in like a few years or so, that will not happen because this is like a Disney World kind of trip.
It's a pretty long drive for us.
Yeah, it would took about us. We drove at 5:45 and it took us until 5. And if you're not a fan of parking, get ready for a lot of parking.
So what would you rank Kalahari overall?
For water slides, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a very fun time for all ages. The arcades and other activities, 10 out of 10. I love how the arcades have like could give you like a chance. Like there's like roller coasters and stuff. Like there's also Build-A-Bear, but we're doing that tomorrow. But anyways, and then rooms, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 due to their not having all the TV channels, and sometimes the microwaves don't really open much. Just have to unplug them to do that. So overall, this hotel gets a 9.5 out of 10. This is a very great hotel. So yes, now you might think like in movies where they got a perfect score, I give them like badges. I'm planning to do this. I can't believe I'm doing this in a review that's not a movie, but I'm gonna give this to Chicky because it's a best vacation. Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, this was the best vacation ever since ever. It was just nuts. Anyways, stay tuned for other reviews like of the Guardians of the Galaxy review, Elio. Like I'll have lots of films I'm seeing in the theater to review, like the like Elio, Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, and Fantastic Four. There's just a lot, but anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, I recommend you, if you have enough money to go, I recommend you head to this hotel. This is Cheeky Grayson, signing out.